Three, two, one.
It's your girl Sunshine coming at you. Tonight is Tuesday. Tuesday. Like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share. All right, I have my brother, AJ here. I don't say full government names unless you want to say it.
That's okay. You know.
So Buffalo family knows, Houston family knows him, but for the ones that don't know him, tell them about yourself.
Okay. Well, let me share this really quick. I'm trying to share this on my
page. Right? Okay, we're gonna like and share.
Share. I'm going to your page or Speakeasy.
daSpeakeasy.
Let me get it right.
Yeah.
daSpeakeasy.
daSpeakeasy.
Let me share this right now. Here we go.
Ron, did you like and share? And I love the backdrop set up. Love it, Ron. You know I love you.
All right. So a little bit about me.
Yes, a little bit about you.
One of a kind, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people sketch my style, but they can't trace it.
Of course. Peculiar people.
Peculiar people.
Yes.
One of my songs.
Yes, of course. I got the album.
Oh, yes. Appreciate it. So I'm excited to be on here with you tonight, Nicole. There's not really much about, I don't toot my own horn. I just let my light shine.
Yeah, you let it shine. I know.
I just let it shine.
Well,
you just gotta catch me.
But tell them about your preacher's kid,
son of a pastor.
Yes.
Born in Hartford, Connecticut, close to you.
Yeah, I still haven't taken the kids to Connecticut.
Oh, yeah,
I might do that this summer.
Yeah. From Connecticut, I grew up in Connecticut till I was about 8. And my dad moved up here to Buffalo. And he pastored the church. Majority of my years, I was in Buffalo, New York. Mm-hmm. And that's where the journey began.
Yeah. So tell us about your journey.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where can I begin? Where can I begin? My journey is something special. It's something unique. It's how can I say this? You see, y'all, she got me. She threw me on the spot. But it's all good. It's all good. The journey for me has been something I would say I wouldn't trade. Case in point being, me being a jack of all trades,
Yeah.
Being able to do music, cut hair, sing, songwrite, now preaching the gospel and having a clothing line and all these things.
Yeah.
So, I've had a piece of a lot of different lifestyles, I should say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was able to take a piece of everything and just fuse it in one pot. You know how you make gumbo because you like to cook, right?
Yeah.
For y'all that don't know, she's an excellent cook. Her and her husband used to invite me over to come get dinner when I used to go to First Calvary with them, and we'd be eating good. But life has had its way with me, but it's turned out to be a good thing for me. I'm so versatile.
Gotcha.
Everything that I do. I know some of y'all like, how is he a preacher? How is he doing what he's doing? He got his hoodie and his scully on. Well, it's not about the clothes. It's about what's inside of me and what comes out of my mouth. So, I try to be real versatile in what I do. So.
Yeah. So you have the barbershop.
The barbershop, yeah.
You have your music.
The music. You
have the clothing line.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about the clothing line first.
Well, Rags to Riches was something that was birthed in me in 2011.
Okay.
2011, I had a godbrother by the name of Jermaine Wilson. And we would always say, he played overseas basketball. He would always come back to Buffalo and we would kick it, have fun. And this was before I was preaching and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We used to get out
there.
Do our thing. Yeah, we used to do our thing.
Before Christ was
we would always say, man, our struggles is going to bring our success. Like, dude, we struggle for a long time. It's time for us to make things happen. So I was like, hey, listen, we all got a rags to riches story. That's how it started. Mm-hmm. And there, it's like, it just started opening doors for me. I just started telling people we all got a rags to riches story. You all went through something that has brought your success now. So rags to riches it's more than just a clothing line. It's a movement. We do spiritual, mental, physical, and financial development for young men. Because what happens is, you see a lot of young men nowadays don't have the guidance that they really need. It's a lot of absent fathers around, or either they're there when it's convenient for them. So Rags to Riches is that story where, I was that struggling one, and a lot of people think just because, you're a pastor's kid, that you don't experience struggle. You think you got a silver spoon in your mouth and all that stuff. Nah, we experience struggle. We experience certain things that we went through. Here comes Roma. Roma was trying to get us. But at the end of the day, it brought my success. So I thought it not robbery to just put it out there. Like, everybody has a rags to riches story.
True.
So instead of, I'm gonna wear it. So once you see rags to riches, what's rags to riches? Okay, well, let me tell you about it. Now I can tell you about my story. So, rags to riches is definitely something that's very important to my life, just because of the fact of who I started with doing it. He's no longer alive.
I was going to ask you because you was talking past tense.
So. He got killed some years ago.
I'm sorry about that.
Some foolishness, but his legacy still lives on through rags to riches. So me and him, we both had the tattoo. I got a tattoo. Y'all don't judge me. I got tattoos before the Lord called me. I had a life. But I still have
we all have lives.
Listen. But,
and there's stories behind everything.
And there's a story behind everything.
I was going to get tattooed, but then I see my sister get one first where I was with her. And she was like, hold on. She had it done on her ankle. So I was like, no. He was like, you're next. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm good.
So, I don't astray from things because of things of my past. My past has put me to where I am now.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And not to be funny or anything, but it makes me more relatable. You know what I mean?
No, it's not being funny. It's being people see the real.
Yeah, the reality.
You can't say I've been there, I've done that, and people be like, what you been through? Yeah. And then if you can't come with the realness with them, they're gonna look at you like suspects. So.
Yeah, I mean, especially nowadays, and I mean, you just jumped into a whole nother pool right now because you got with ministry, it's hard for people to understand if you don't have any life application behind what you do. Exactly. You know what I mean? Because how can I feel what you're coming from if I've never been through anything, you know what I mean?
And they can't trust you.
So, I'm not saying do self-inflicted things.
Yeah, no.
I'm not saying go get tatted or anything so you can feel. No, I'm not saying that.
We just saying we have a story,
but we have a story. This is all a part of the plan and all that, guys.
Hey, Minister Bryce.
Oh, Bryce.
Hey, Anthony Wright.
Are we on there? We got a couple of my boys on there.
So, but it's true. If you can't relate to people on the street, because sometimes you're not supposed to be in the church is you. And you on the streets, you're evangelism, you're doing this, you're doing that. You are.
I mean, let's look at the pandemic. I mean,
Jesus,
we ain't been in the church 6 months. I mean, some churches are just now opening, but some still closed, but God allowed your home to be that sanctuary. We are the church. The building is just where we go to commune and fellowship, but you are the church,
Exactly.
And, that goes everywhere.
So, we talked about his first CD. Was it back in the day? What, Peculiar People? Or
that wasn't the first one.
That wasn't the first
How
one. Many CDs you had?
2007, I put out my first single called Fitting Room Fantasy. That's when I was doing R&B music.
Oh,
and
look at here.
Hey, listen, just because I'm like PJ Morton. Just because I'm saved don't mean I can't write a love song. You know what I mean? If God is love, you gotta be able to write it. You just gotta be tasteful with it. Some of y'all
we ain't sleazy.
We ain't sleazy.
Okay.
But
we have finesse.
Yeah, my first record. I wrote my first song when I was in high school. Actually, my sophomore year, I went to Cleve Hill High School, and they had a studio at the school, and nobody knew how to run the studio but me.
Okay.
So I got up in there.
Jack of all trades.
I was a sophomore, and I was just messing around with stuff, and I ended up writing a song. And my first record I ever came out with was called Fitting Room Fantasy.
Okay.
And from there, I had my journey with the music. Peculiar People didn't come out till I was in the game for probably like 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But it's mighty strange, though, because even though when I was doing R&B music, doing the secular music, I still had the heart of Christ with me. Like, we would be in sessions, we'd be, writing, worldly records. I say it that way.
And then you get hit with a
and then in between records, we like, yo, that joint was hot. That joint was fire. But yo, God really been pulling on my heart. Stuff like that. Like, you'd be surprised. Majority of the people in the industry have a church background. The majority of people in the industry have a solid foundation with Christ. It's just, we go a little astray. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We get caught up in the flashiness. We get caught up in the material stuff, but we still have that foundation.
Yes, we do.
But Peculiar People came out. When was that came out? 12?
That's
2012?
cool. Let's see.
I
I
think
have it
Peculiar,
on my thing.
I think Peculiar People, y'all, came out in 2000 and
I have you in
9.
my roll.
See, she a true sister, y'all. See, she had my record in her phone since I came out with it.
Yeah, I was like, when is it? When it dropped?
Yeah, Peculiar People came out
right here, 2012.
That was a year off.
See, look,
that was a year off.
Sister B. Hey, I support my brothers and sisters.
Shout out to Nicole and her husband Shamark. When I tell y'all they are my brother and sisters for real. Whenever I put out some music, they be like, "Yo, you got some new music out?" Shamark actually come to the shop and be like, "Yo, got some new music out?" I'm working. I'm working. I got some things in the work just because I do ministry. The music has not stopped because it all.
Yeah. Oh, we got an exclusive. You know, Sunshine always has to have an exclusive. We got an exclusive. No, for real. I be telling people I need an exclusive. Look, I'm the exclusive person. Sunshine needs an exclusive. I had Logang on 2 weeks ago, and he hit us with exclusive, and his exclusive just dropped Friday. So I had it first. Look, daSpeakeasy. We want it first.
She had it first, y'all. Y'all heard it. She get it first before any of y'all get it. She get it first.
I get it first.
Yeah. So music came. We still on music, right?
Yeah, we still on music.
Music for me came.
Now we do hip hop Fridays too. Now it's just not hip hop. I had spoken word.
Oh yeah, I saw a couple. I seen T Ferg on there. I seen Perrier on there.
We're gonna get you back when your album is about to drop. We're gonna get more exclusives.
Let's do that.
Because we just don't stick with hip hop. We do R&B. I'm having female rapper come on and everything. Blue. She's with First
Yeah.
So
Shout out to T Ferg, Carrier, and to keep pushing keep pushing, right?
Keep pushing.
That's powerful.
KPO.
That's powerful, man. I appreciate everything that they're doing. I follow them.
Yeah.
Very, very.
I had Mad Dog on here because Ferg linked me with him. I was like, "What's up?" You know.
Sunshine be having everybody out here. I can't call her her name. I gotta call her Sunshine on the Speakeasy. So shout out to Sunshine and Ron on the Speakeasy show. Shout out to y'all. But music for me, my first solo I sang in church. I was 11.
Okay.
I was very shy. I was one of those kids.
You are not shy.
Not no more.
What?
I was very shy. If you ask my mom, if you go and talk to my mom and dad, they'll tell you I was that kid that didn't talk.
Oh, wow.
I didn't talk so much. Well, I didn't talk at all. People thought I was deaf. Like, as a kid, no lie. Like, no lie. I promise you. Mom and dad, if y'all on here, please tell her I'm not telling no stories. When I was a kid.
He don't lie.
Okay, we would be in the church in First Cathedral back in Connecticut.
Okay.
And everybody would be like, "Rev, your son look just like it." They'd be talking. They'd be saying, "I wouldn't say. I wouldn't speak at all." People thought I could speak. People thought I was just like that.
Oh, wow.
So when we moved to Buffalo, that's when I kind of came out of my shit.
Okay.
My dad being a pastor and us being a very close-knit family, new location, everything. Me and my sister was like the ones that he went to for the music. You're going to help me do this ministry together. We a family. This is what we do, which I'm not mad. So 11 years old, I sang my first solo by Hezekiah Walker in New York. I know you know about Hezekiah.
Look, and Hezekiah was up here last year before the pandemic, and I was able to get a picture with him, sit in fellowship, and sit in his class. Go ahead.
So we sang in this choir that my mom put together, a youth choir across the whole city. And the first solo I sang was "Patience is a Virtue I Desire." Okay. And the name of the song was "Teach Me How to Live." And it was just crazy. And I'm singing a song, and that's when I really knew I had a little tune to me. I had a little note that I could hit. Then the Holy Ghost hit me. It was over from there. And then music just became something that I gravitated to. It was my passion.
Because remember, music in heaven.
Yeah, we know about the angel.
Yeah, we sure do.
That's
got
why
kicked out
got
too.
Kicked out, but that's why so many people struggle with a lot of things, because music is a feeling. does a lot to you. Like, you got to be careful what you listen to when you're going
Yeah,
through
your
certain
ear
things.
gates.
Your ear gates, because music puts you in a place of good. It can put you in a place of bad. It can put you in a place of lusting. It can put you in a lot of different places.
It can take, look, you could be going here, and that music will take you.
Yeah. We got Bryce. Bryce said he remembered those days. So you know what I'm talking about, Bryce. When I sang those solos. My mom and dad had us singing solos. Me, my sister, your children, Marquita, everybody. We ain't had no choice. Like, Trinity was the church for music, straight up.
Okay.
When it came to the young people, the music. So from there, I fell in love with music. I met some good people along the way. I see one of my big bros on here, T-Rock. I used to listen to his music.
Hey, T-Rock.
Yeah, I used to listen to Ty. Ty had me listening to R&B music. I was 13, 14. And from there, it was just like, I would go to the studio sessions.
I still listen to the R&B, old school hip hop.
Listen,
some of this new music.
Yeah, it don't have no substance.
No,
it doesn't have any substance. And I'm big on substance. Matter of fact, it was an old song that said you can't sing no song without no melody. You remember that song? Who was that? Muddy Waters? One of them old songs. But anyways, I'm saying that to say this, like, a lot of times, you know, if you're gonna put something out that has some meaning to it. I want to feel it.
Substance.
R&B ain't R&B no more.
I need it to hit me. I need it to be like, ooh, like that Mary J. Blige. I'm going down. And now they got.
Hold on. I want to tell y'all something about. I'm calling you Nicole, but Sister Sunshine. Let me tell y'all about something about Sis. Sis is so New York. I'm trying to tell y'all, she's New York to the core. If you can't hear it in her accent, she's so New York to the core. So if she talking about Mary J, you better believe she talking about Mary J. Yes. When Mary J, I'm going down.
Yeah.
Okay, she ain't playing with it.
Yeah.
She ain't playing with it.
Long Island, you know, born and raised.
She's from L.I.
Stand up, Huntington.
We on here repping.
We rap. I only lived up here. This ain't my home.
Yeah, so
Huntington.
Yeah, so music is something that's I love.
Yeah.
I love music. A lot of people would say, bro, you in ministry now. You gonna stop doing music? I said, no.
Why?
Why would I stop doing music? It's just now I have a sole purpose for why I'm doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even with me cutting hair, you know what I'm saying? Everything that I do, whether it's music, barbering, fashion, preaching, you know, it's all part of the ministry.
Yeah.
That God put in.
Now, what's your barbershop's name?
Barbershop is Rags to Riches Barbershop.
And where is it located?
Rags to Riches is in Cheektowaga, New York. For those of y'all that's in Buffalo, y'all come holler at me in Cheektowaga, 3028 Genesee. But I named it Rags to Riches because that's ministry. Mm-hmm. Here's the reason why. I tell people, you come to me with blind faith, expecting to look better and feel better after you get a haircut.
Yeah.
And that's the same way a person that doesn't know Christ comes to Christ. They come to Christ with blind faith, expecting to look better, feel better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After they leave the service.
Yeah.
So for me, like, barbering has become my ministry. Not only are you going to get a fresh cut, but you're going to get a fresh word. And you're going to be able to release while you're getting revived.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that right? You like how that flow, right?
Release
while you're getting revived.
Yeah.
Because that's, you know, the hair salon for y'all, sunshine. When y'all go to the hair salon,
man,
that's y'all release time.
Sure enough.
And
no
that's y'all
kids,
reviving time.
Nobody else, just your one-on-one, and y'all could just minister, song, sing, talk, cry, laugh, everything, you know? So. And watch who you have cut your hair, do your hair, because man, you already know.
She going there.
Because the simple fact is, you can't touch, and you can't have everybody in your business, and you can't have everybody touching on you because of your anointings.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Ooh. You ain't transferring nothing over to me.
Wow.
Okay.
And then here's the reality. I tell people too, like when you're in a shop where you're able to, let me tell you something about Rags to Riches. Rags to Riches is a shop where, number one, the Spirit resides in. The Spirit of the Lord resides in there. You can come into my shop and you feel the difference than other shops. I'm not hating on no other shops.
No, you do though.
No, it's a beautiful atmosphere. Yeah, and I'm not hating on no other shops. Y'all do what y'all do, but it's something about when you're able to go in a place and feel at peace.
Yes.
And feel secure.
And not feel the negative, the cussing, the atmosphere, hot mess.
Yeah, that's important.
And I don't take the kids to get their haircuts back in the day. I'm like, no, you're gonna have to, because I was like, no, I'm gonna have to smack somebody's taste out of their mouth. No, the disrespect and everything. I like now. I like that. There's appointments. Drop the kids off, pick them up, or
Yeah, and then y'all could come in. Listen, I got Pac-Man. I got the old school arcade games. I got the Pac-Man in there. Got the NBA jams. We got the internet. Whatever y'all want to do.
But
come make Rags to Riches.
Beautiful ambiance.
I appreciate that. I worked hard at that. It was, everybody say, yo, why you only got one chair and why you cutting on the stage? The reason why I cut on the stage.
Platform, baby.
Platform. So when you get in the chair, it's your time. Yeah. It's your time. You on stage.
I like my attention. You know I'm bougie. I'm bougie. I need my time. I need my one-on-one.
Listen, there is only one Nicole Sunshine. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There is only one
Only
Sunshine.
one,
I'm trying to tell
one.
y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Look, and I ain't afraid to say it. I'm bougie. I'm hood. I could be ratchet if you take me there. And I'm business. I'm all in one.
Hey, listen, she bougie, business, and blessed. There you go.
Amen.
They're the 3 B's.
But
put that on the shirt.
You know,
put that on
bougie,
the shirt.
yeah.
Bougie, blessed.
Bless.
And what you said? Bougie, business, and blessed.
Yes.
That's what she said. The 3 B's.
And you're gonna see me doing that on the.
One thing about sis is definitely she for you. If she for you, she for you. She
just
got
don't get
your
on
back.
my bad side.
You heard that right? Don't get on the bad side. And that's
you
why
I'll do it for you. Just don't do me dirty because you already know how I do.
Yeah, she don't play.
Once you do me dirty, I'm done.
Yeah, she don't play.
Like nah.
That's why I really wanted to come on here with you because like we keep it real.
We sure do. Always have.
From the beginning.
I'm like, no, she ain't for you.
Yeah,
no, she gotta go.
Listen, y'all, she don't play. Y'all ever saw House Party where it say play don't play?
Play don't
play.
No.
She be on it.
I love you, bro.
She be on it. But you want people around you. That's a whole other thing. You want people around you that's gonna tell you the truth. Gonna hold you accountable. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna let you just fall. And if you are falling, I'm gonna help
pick you.
You know what I'm saying? Pick you up. And
now I can lead the horse to the water, but I can't make you drink.
Can't make you drink it. Can't make you drink it now. But just don't lead me to no dirty water.
Ooh, Lord.
Leading people to dirty water.
You gotta watch them. They ain't PRAYing you. They are PREYing you. Pray and pray. Two different meanings, two different writings.
Yeah.
So we have Ron. Do you have his exclusive?
Let me introduce you.
Yes, we want you to introduce. And where did this come from?
Okay, so let me just try to really be so as serious as I can right now. We are dealing with a lot of social injustice. We are dealing with a lot of racism. We are dealing with a lot of hatred. We are dealing with a lot of people who just seem to don't really know what love really is.
Please.
Of course, you know, we got what's going on in the White House. I'm not going to go there. But we have a lot going on. We have a lot going on. But even before this COVID season, this pandemic happened, things have been going on.
Yeah. They allowed it.
Before the George Floyd, before the Breonna Taylor, before all of that. If we go all the way back in our history to the Emmett Tills and then the slavery days.
Come on.
It's always been a struggle for people of color.
Yes.
Always been a struggle for a minority. You know what I mean? Not just blacks, but Puerto Ricans and all
Indians.
of that. It's all Indians. It's always been
a struggle. They came over and stole the land.
Yeah, it's always been a struggle. And when this all started happening, I put out a live not too long ago. I would say about 2 months ago with George Floyd. When he died. It was very heartbreaking. But me being a man of God, I had to be honest with myself and say, I understand what people are saying when Black Lives Matter, but I could not be a man of God and just say Black Lives Matter when God loved everybody. So, I got a lot of flack behind that until I really was able to, piece it together for people to see why I'm saying what I'm saying from a spiritual side. Because when he died on the cross for all of us. So if you don't take him, that's on you. Right. So I had to really sit back, and I was listening to an album from one of my favorite artists, a young guy named BJ Chicago Kid. Okay. And he says, if God is love, then the world needs more love. It has nothing to do with the color. It all has to do with the love. Yeah. So I thought about that, and then I got back home. I was in Texas when George Floyd died. And all that went down. I got back home and I said, you know what? There's no care for the culture.
No, it's not.
And that stuck with me. And then I said to myself, I said, you know what? I'm going to do a project for Black Lives Matter, but I'm not going to name it Black Lives Matter. I'm going to name it Care for the Culture.
Okay.
So here it is. I got a lot of songs that's on this project. But the one I'm going to air for you guys tonight is called Seeing Past Color.
Yes.
Because it's not about the color, it's about the love.
And that's what I said, because I got black on it when I made a shirt. Black Lives Matter and also All Lives Matter.
Right.
People was like, I'm not doing All Lives Matter or saying All Lives Matter until they start realizing Black Lives. I said, but I'm looking at it spiritually.
Yeah. From a spiritual aspect,
God loves us.
God loves us all. Now we understand why
do.
we're. No, here's the thing.
We understand.
If you're going to say
Black Lives Matter,
I wear it. But listen, understand the context of what you're saying.
Yes.
But one thing else, I told your husband not too long ago, he came to the barbershop. I don't need you to tell me my Black Lives Matter, because my parents been telling me my Black Lives Matter.
Exactly.
God already told me my life matter. What I need you to tell me, you're gonna give me a black opportunity, but that's a whole nother porch to sit on.
Give us what is due.
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
What they've been saying, we've been waiting for our 40 acres in a mule.
And more.
But anyways, but going back to this track, Seeing Past Color.
Yes.
God wants us to see past the color and see the heart of people, because the Bible says, John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. And when you look at that scripture, he says, love the world. He didn't say love the color. He didn't say love the race. He didn't say love. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So what really hit me was the fact of saying, okay, we need to be able to see past color and just really ask yourself, where did all the love go?
But on top of that, before the pandemic, God told me to do the spoken word compassion.
Right. Compassion.
Because he said, sit here. I used to take the subway in until the pandemic hit. And I would sit and I would observe. I've seen mental illness on the trains. I've seen homeless people on the trains. I've seen single mothers, elderly. People don't get up to let them sit. And I'll get up and let them sit because I was raised old school. But God said, look, where's the compassion?
That's right. Where's the love?
Drug addicted.
Where is the love?
Where is
because
the love?
If he loves you in spite of.
In spite of.
Are you able to say,
dirty selves.
In spite of our dirty, stinking selves.
What?
Are you able to love me in spite of and look past? Now, listen to me. Listen to what we're saying. We understand the Black Lives Matter context. We understand that to a T, because it has been far too long for us, and we need that. Yeah. And we are to come together. But if we are going to change the narrative of that, we have to start within ourselves. Yeah. And that starts with loving one another. You know what I'm saying? So this album is not just about Black, it's about everything.
Everything and
caring
everybody.
For the culture.
Yeah.
So this song, I want you guys to really listen to the words. I really want you to listen to the way I approach the record, and just let it resonate in, and just let these words dive in, because we have to get to the point where we have to get back to love. Because if God is love, then the world needs more love.
Exactamundo. Go ahead, Ron. We are ready.
Yo, it's crazy. It's like, as you read the newspaper and watch the TV, see what's going on, you literally gotta ask yourself, like, where's the love? Where did all the love go? Where did all the peace go? I thought that we were equal and seeing past color. Tell me, where did all the love go? Tell me, where did all the peace go? I thought that we were equal and seeing past color. I thought that things was changing, but instead they still seem racist. I'm just losing patience, and I ain't gonna lose this game. So you gotta make sure that your faith is strong enough that you can take this pain. He said he'll never leave us alone, no forsake us. You can believe that. Where did all the love go? Where did all the peace go? I thought that we were equal and seeing past color. But all I see is murder, 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 burn, burn. See, mom's crying in the turtle cause the son gone, cause the daughter gone, everything wrong. I'm trying to hold on. I'm tired of funerals. I'm tired. Where the love go? Well, if you died and rose for love, then why we every time? So where did all the love go? Where did all the peace go? I felt that we were equal, yeah. And seeing past colors. Tell me, where did all the love go? Where'd it go? Tell me, where did all the peace go? I can't seem to find it. Thought that we were equal. Thought that we were equal. And seeing past colors. Searched all over. Couldn't find nobody.
Live out with the bicycle.
There are a lot of times I feel like artists, you can't put it in words for people to understand. Put it in the music.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. And I really thought, you know, and that track, I forgot to throw this nugget in there. Me and my boy, you know, Shotty Swag. Shotty Swag, you remember Shotty Swag?
The one that was always in your videos with you?
Yeah.
He's your number one supporter.
That's my right hand when it comes to this music. When it comes to
he with you.
He's in it, and he's featured on some of these tracks.
Okay.
So this Shotty Swag, shout out to Swag, shout out to you, bro. Love you, bro. This next record I want to play for you. I know I just sent it to you.
We just got exclusive, Ron. You got that one?
Ron,
we want you to play that one.
I'm gonna play this for y'all because this one.
I love my exclusives.
This one is called "Don't Shoot."
Oh.
The reason why this is called
up,
"Don't Shoot," you know, you see my hands up,
right?
You know what I mean. So, in this song, is really just trying to make us aware that people already have the intentions in their head of what they want to do. You know what I mean? These cops and you know, they pull you over, they already feel a certain type of way.
They already.
You know what I mean? So
not all. Let me clarify.
Not all.
We know a lot.
We know a lot.
Like Mo Badger, I already inboxed him and told him I want to get him on the show.
Mo, that's my bro.
So
we got music together too.
I know. I love Mo. But we have some police officers that we have in our family, in our churches that we are close with that are not like that.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of police officers that are bad, rotten apples that should have been off the field, off the beat, off of everything a long time ago.
Yeah.
Enough is enough. If you're a rotten apple, you gotta go. Right. Pulled out, gotta go. And Ron, I just love what you did with Sunshine. I just love it. Show it again, Ron. Show it again.
Shout out to Ron Lowe, man. Ron doing his thing.
Ron is my partner. Love you, Ron. That's why I spoil you.
Ron is the man.
He hooks me up.
So like I'm really excited. Like you when I leave here, I'm going to the studio. I'm telling you right now.
I just left the studio and dropped my emotions.
Oh, you did?
Oh my God. I gotta send that to you.
We gotta come together.
That one, yeah.
We gotta come together. Sunshine and AJ the Hitmaker gotta get together. We gotta get together and we gotta create these. We'll talk about that. So y'all stay tuned.
I Can't Breathe. Did I send that one to you?
Yeah, I think I sent that. I think I heard that I Can't Breathe.
I Can't Breathe.
And then Shamark, let me tell you, that's your biggest fan. He makes sure he come up in the shop. He'd be like, yo, you know, Cole just dropped this one. Listen to this one, bro. I'd be like, all right, let me hear it. So I'm excited, man. I'm really excited to be on here. I thank you for allowing me to come on here and showcase the music.
Look what I did for you.
Yo, Ron, I appreciate that, man.
Big up, Ron.
Big up to Ron. Ron, you a bad boy. Ron,
yes,
you a bad boy.
Is.
And actually, that one just got made with the blue suit. That one's gonna be going up on. I'm gonna be putting that up on Wednesdays. You know,
okay,
Wednesday,
on the Billboard.
I do my live.
Your Wednesday.
Wednesday,
okay.
Let's talk, and so yeah, I'm just getting a lot of stuff done. But ask Ron. Ron, you got that?
Ron, you got that one together? Come on, Ron. I can't hear you.
Bryce, I appreciate you. Rock, I appreciate you. Appreciate all of y'all, man. That's showing love, man. Like when this come out, it's gonna be dope. As a
What
matter of
is
fact,
the release date?
Well, we were supposed to put out a music video for the first one, which is the one I'm gonna play now.
Okay.
But we didn't get the opportunity to get with our videographer. It's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people, man, are like just nervous. And then, oh wait, you ready, Ron? I'm sorry. You ready? Okay, he playing.
Okay, so we're gonna go to this.
This nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
Tell me, do we matter anymore? Every time I turn on the radio, another brother shot down, sister to the ground. Things have got to change. Just like we stuck up in the 60s and 70s, 2020, and they still seem to hate me. Why can't they let us live? Why can't they let us breathe? I just wanna be free. Like, don't shoot, you know you see my hands up. Mr. Officer, take a second look. I ain't got a gun, I ain't reaching up. I'm complying some, so I'm like, don't shoot, you know you see my hands up. I just wanna live. I just wanna live from this. Oh, so I fit the description. Y'all killing us is like lynching. But y'all expect us to trust you. How we watch Philander. Brother George, knee right in his neck. He can't breathe again, oh God. Like, don't shoot, you know you see my hands up. Mr. Officer, take a second look. I ain't got a gun, I ain't reaching up. I'm complying some, so I'm like, don't shoot, you know you see my hands up. I just wanna live. I just wanna live from this. Why they hate us so much? Our skin, where we're from, and kill us in front of our own. Our ID's not enough. They still shoot us up, taking kings and their queens from their throne. Why they hate us so much? Our skin, where we're from, and kill us in front of our own. Our ID's not enough. They still shoot us up, taking kings and their queens from their throne. I just wanna be free. I just wanna live from this.
Appreciate you, Ron. Appreciate you. So
I know Ron did it real quick. I
Ron
sent
did it
the
on the
text to
fly.
him real
Ron
quick,
did it
like,
on the fly.
hey.
He
So
did
we
it on
had two exclusives. Yeah, baby.
He did it on the fly, man. So you know, I care
what
for the
was-
culture.
What was the age your father and mother had to have that talk with you?
When it comes
You
to
know, that age of if the police approach you.
I think I was
You know
about I was
that.
about 14 or 15. I played football, so you know I was kind of bigger. I'm a little tall, a little bit now, but I was bigger then. And my parents, with us living in Cheektowaga at the time,
That's the most racist ones.
Yeah, I mean, and then also at the time, my father, one of his members, Cynthia Wiggins, was the one that got hit by the bus out in Cheektowaga.
Oh wow.
So my dad and Pastor Pridgeon, they were the ones that were boycotting Galleria Mall. So my name was known out there. So like I had that talk then, you know what I'm saying, with my parents. And then with me going to a predominantly white high school with not a lot of us there, I had that talk early. And you know, my dad just always told me, you know what I mean, you know, you comply. You know what I mean? Yes, sir.
I just need
yes,
you
sir.
to make
Yes,
it home.
fine. You know what I mean? Even if sometimes you gotta know how to take a L and know it's not really a L.
Look, I'd
You know
rather
what I mean?
take an L on earth and take a win in heaven.
Come on, man.
Because let me tell you, I told my kids that too. Make it home.
Mm-hmm.
Make it home.
Mm-hmm.
Have your ID on you. Don't talk back. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No. And I was like, and you may feel being degraded. You may feel, but I just need you home.
Yeah.
I need you home
because here's the
there's
thing,
something. I swear to God, if something happens to my kids,
this the real coming out.
Buck
Y'all see that? Yes.
I don't care if you wear a badge. I'm coming for you.
You coming.
You take
You
my
coming.
baby.
You coming.
It's
coming.
and I'm like, Lord.
And that's another thing.
Because I'm a mother first.
And that's another thing where it went back to where I told you rags to riches is more than just a clothing line. Spiritual, mental, physical, financial development. That's what we're teaching these young men.
Yeah.
How to respond.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we always taught this. It's
that
not what you say.
It's how you
say it. But also it's the posture of how you say it. Because those things all come off intimidating to these police officers.
Well, our color already.
I call it, yeah, but you know,
God, just because our color.
But they want that melanin. Yeah. But it's all good.
Yeah.
So you just I was about 14 or 15, and it's okay to eat humble pie sometimes, y'all. It's okay.
Just eat it, but get home safely.
Get home safely, man. Because nowadays, man,
we ain't coming.
Listen, and look, I got my phone on ready whenever I'm in the car.
Look,
the record button is right here ready.
It's
right
like
now.
it's over. I got the face ID where it just pop open like.
Right. So
I'm getting pulled over. Okay.
Yeah, so,
boop boop. Here we go.
So this album is not just music. It's a message for you guys, because like I was telling sis, if you don't want to hear it in words, we'll put it in the music.
Yep.
And 9 times out of 10, the music will hit you quicker than the words will hit you.
Well,
now that the music done hit you, now you can digest the words.
Exactly.
So why not?
Put it on repeat.
That's right now. We got this other joint, man. I'm gonna just give y'all this little. I'm not giving y'all no more on there. Y'all got the 2 exclusive, but we got this other one. Saying, does these black lives really matter? Because first we protest and then we killing on one another.
Yeah. I can't
do they
stand
really matter? So this album, I mean, I know me and my boy, we was talking to each other like we're gonna get a lot of controversy behind this.
But that's okay,
cool,
because I'm tired of black on black. Yeah. We got white on white crime. Yeah. We got black on black crime. Yeah. I'm tired of the black on black. Why are you killing your brother or your sister? Yeah. Or why you killing innocent bystanders? Yeah. Why are you killing, period? Yeah. You ain't got nothing better to do? Go to the gym. Yeah, you can't go there? Go work out.
So, and the dope part about it, sis, is when we really get to the point of shooting the videos, we're doing it like a short film.
Ooh, well, let me know. I'll make a little periods like before.
Yeah, so we can do it. So it's all
because Jalen's into modeling now. I got his headshots and everything.
Shout out to Jay, yo. Y'all need to follow her son. He's a phenomenal actor. Broadway, y'all better be careful because he's coming for y'all. The real Sebastian is coming. That's the real Sebastian.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I wanted to do the backyard thing, but with COVID hitting, so now it's getting cold. But we might do. I told him at the dinner table tonight. I was like, we haven't watched The Little Mermaid that you were in. So we can,
That'd be dope.
We'll put it on. Oh, I brought the DVD.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I brought the DVD. Yeah, when I was still there, a video a little bit here and there, put up my clips.
I got to just ask, was you the loudest one in the room?
I sure was. Look, if I could do the whistle with my hands like my mother, I was like, Ma, do the whistle. She was like, no. I was like, do the whistle. You do it anywhere else. She was just like, go ahead, baby. That's my JJ. And Jalen was like, oh, my God.
And that's that.
I'm
that's
the number one fan.
Right. And that right there is what kept me going. I had my mother and father that even though I grew up a church kid, even though I grew up in the church and I wanted to do R&B music, they supported me. They never judged me. And then when I had my daughter, the epiphany change that I had for from music to ministry, and then the peculiar people came out. If y'all go and listen to this music, anytime I put out music, it has.
Tell them where they can find you.
Well, I'm not on every major platform anymore because I'm not in the game like I used to be. But we getting back to that just with a different method and a different message. I still do have peculiar people on
iTunes.
On iTunes. See, she knew it. I didn't even know it. I thought they took that down.
No.
That's why when you showed me that, I'm like, oh, okay.
I have that.
So iTunes owe me some money, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
iTunes owe me an offering.
I go through Digital Kids right now,
okay.
But I'm trying not to even go through them. I want to do me and stuff. But right now, Digital helps me and it puts it out on every platform. And on top of that, I'm part of TikTok now. Yeah. Hey.
Well, they still have this one on there, y'all. They got the. Let's see if I can get it clear. Can I get it clear? I can't get it clear. But anyways, it's AJ Gupton. That one's on there. That one's
Okay.
on there, and that's a whole project with the peculiar people. on there.
Okay.
My mom wanted me to put out a gospel project, so I put that out to, just to tell her,
Just to
Mom,
bless
I-
mom.
and to
'cause
honor
mom
my
is-
mom still.
Mom
you know?
is number one.
Mom is
All
the
right.
number one.
Us mamas that's there with the baby from jump. We the love. Miles be on basketball. Oh, you ain't seen me at his basketball games. I'm like, let's go. I was like, yo, we don't stop, Miles. And me and Miles be doing one of these, like, let's go, baby. And people were like, yo, who's more aunt, Miles or the mom? I was like, I'm his number one fan. You know, I make my jerseys. Miles' numbers on the back. I'm like, I'm his number one fan. Mom Dukes right here.
Shout out to the Speakeasy.
Love.
Shout out to Sunshine for doing this, man.
I was like, AJ, are you free? You want to hop on with me? Come on, bro. Let's talk about your barbershop. I love the atmosphere. When I walked in, I was like, yes, this is so me.
Listen, if
Now
y'all
you
wanna,
need to get a hairstylist in there for the females and do one-on-one.
well, we would have to
appointments.
do, okay, that would be cool, but we would have to do that in the whole nother
I know.
location.
I know.
So Rags to Riches
because
hair coming
rags
up
is
next.
just for the men. I know. Men need their little outlets too. We know.
Yeah, but shout out to Sunshine. I got to get used to calling her Sunshine. I want to say Nicole, but I got to say Sunshine.
You know, Pastor Giles also gave me that name. Schmark did and Pastor Giles.
Oh, okay.
And then now the fellas was like, you no longer Nicole, you Sunshine. You carry that ray of sunshine. And we never know when you're going through something. I was like, man, I could be talking to them, smiling. I'm like, man, y'all don't even know the half of stuff I was just there.
Wow.
You know?
But if you keep a smile on your face.
Yeah. Look, people in downtown Buffalo be knowing me now. But there was some that take me out of character one day. I was like, you know what? I'm not your boo-boo. I'm not your baby doll. I'm not your pretty. Look, I just had to turn around and I was like, do you know how to speak to a queen?
Listen. Y'all don't mess with her, okay? I'm telling y'all, don't mess with her. Because she will tell you about yourself and then tell you God bless you when she's done.
Sure enough.
Okay, so y'all don't you mess with her. I'm trying
and I'm like, and have a blessed day. I sure did at the end. He was like, I was like, well, I'm a beautiful Black queen. Yes, that is right. But my name is not Baby Doll. That is not how you address a female. I was like, the simple fact is, I still don't give you the time of the day, but it's how you come about somebody. Right. See, now you have taken me out of character right now because I can't stand the disrespect. And I've walked past that daggone meat line, like the Soul Train. It's just like all guys right there at the train station dropped off right in front of the building. So it's the hood rats. And I just like, But there's one gentleman, older gentleman that sees me, and there's two older gentlemen. And they're like, how are you today? And we talk, and they always say, nah, you see her? She's just in suits. She is not one of these riffraffs out here. That's a queen. You respect our Black woman. And they was like, why she talk to you? He was like, because I respect her and I say hello. And I'm like, hi, Ronnie, how was your weekend? And then, okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Ronnie sees me if somebody's out there asking for food. Come on, Tim Hortons right on the corner. Let's go and get something to eat.
Back to what we said. It's not
but what you're not gonna do is disrespect me because you can get the mouth taste out of you. I carry the oil.
I'm praying for her too, y'all. Don't worry. I love sis, but I'm praying for her too.
It's just, but
so you know
because think about it. Somebody doing that to your daughter when she gets older.
Oh no, that ain't gonna happen.
See, exactly. I was raised old school. You open the doors, you pull out the chairs, you bring a flower. You don't come, yo, mom, what's good?
I mean, it's not. What they say, chivalry is not dead anymore, right? I mean, you got some brothers out here but you got some brothers out here that still believe in, asking the parents to marry their daughter. You still got some brothers out here that still open doors that are.
We need to go back to that with the rest of them.
But they got to be taught. Yeah, they got to be taught. So let me just throw this out here too. Y'all hear her? She is not playing. She is not playing.
Oh, I scolded by the time I got there. He was like, now he sees me. He goes, hello, man. I was like, hello. But I'm not ma'am. I ain't old. That's my mom.
So for me, I am grateful to what I was born into. Being born into a foundation of ministry,
a village,
has just it's blessed me tremendously. where I am now, I would have to say is because what my mother and father put in me. The Bible says, well, train up a child in the way that they should go. When they get older, they won't depart. So even when I did stray my own way, the boomerang,
But
God had the
God
boomerang
lets
effect.
us stray. Like, oh, you okay? Because remember, He's free will.
That's right.
It's a choice.
That's right. You have a choice. You have a choice.
You have a choice.
You have a choice.
You snooze, you lose.
Snooze and you lose. But
so, how can they find you? Or what websites? Any links? Come on, tell the people.
Look, Nicole got me back in pure form, y'all. I ain't used to this no more, but she turned the trigger back on, so I'm excited now. I don't have platforms with the music like that anymore. We're getting back to that. Like I said, we're starting to open that back up, but it's not even so much about me gaining accolades. It's about me putting the message out there.
Yeah.
So you can follow me. I got Facebook, Albert J. Gupton Jr. Instagram, AJ_G. That's all I got. I don't have.
Okay, no Twitter.
No Twitter. I'm not tweeting because if I was on Twitter, I'd be fussing at Trump. I don't want to do that. So
I blocked him off mine. I don't even want to see him pop up on my
Twitter. No Snapchat or none of that. Maybe
I can't do Snapchat. I tried. Jalen tried to show me, and I was just like, no, I can't.
But what I will do when we get ready to put the package out for the album, we're gonna do a Care for the Culture page and all that stuff.
Okay, good. Let us know. And
That's
before the CD drops, we'll have you back on.
Yeah,
but we'll have you on Hip Hop Friday.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
And
that'd be dope. I mean, because we kind of made this about music tonight, but it's all good.
But it's all good.
It's ministry.
Sunshine does that.
It's ministry.
We do the twist.
Ministry in that. If you want to follow my ministry, though, I have something. Can I tell them?
Yeah.
Each and every Wednesday on Facebook Live, I do something called Let's Talk, where we bridge the gap between spirituality and reality. You can't have one without the other. When you experience reality, you're going to need God. And when you tap into the spiritual side, you're going to see the reality of that God was already in whatever you were going through. So we have a Let's Talk segment we do each and every Wednesday. So if you guys aren't busy, 9:00 tomorrow, same time as the Speakeasy on Tuesday, we do it for about 45 minutes, and we have dialogue with the word, and people are getting free.
Okay.
People are getting delivered. I've had people inbox me telling me, man, I want to be saved. I want to change my life. Like, so for me, that's what it's about. We said something earlier. It's not about just the building. It's about you. It's about what you're carrying. Like, you are the church. You are the one. You are the one that's going to draw others to Christ. Yep. So we have to live that life that's not only pleasing to God, but we have to bear witness to the people that I'm a witness for Him. So you can join and be a part of what I have. You want to feel what I got? Then just get in relationship with God.
Exactly. Let us introduce you. You know, like, oh, you want to know the God I serve? Yes, let's talk about it.
Because people are so quick to say, oh, I want to feel how you feel. You want to feel how I feel? Well, get a relationship with Christ.
But let me tell you, the walk ain't easy.
No, it ain't easy.
The walk ain't easy.
Race is not given to the swift, but it's given to the strong. That's Bible. And a lot of us think we can run through things fast. No, God has to take you through some valleys. He got to take you through some
get your heart
and all that stuff. He got to do all that.
Like 2020 was God showing us.
Oh yeah, we called it the focus year, right? Oof, but he isolated us. I said this in one of my sermons before. He isolated us to. From my isolation came my inspiration. There were some things that God needed to trigger in us, but the only way He could do that is if He sat us down and isolated us and spoke to us and put us in our own sanctuaries. This is your sanctuary.
Oh, let me tell you.
You understand what I'm saying? And when you're in your sanctuary, He's going to show. Yeah, I mean, look at so many
stuff that was boxed up. If you listen to Emotion, stuff from years ago. 14, 15, 16, 17 years. I thought I was good with. God said, no, I can't tap into your heart more and have it fully until you get this all out.
So think about it. I mean, think about it, y'all. We've been in this going on 7 months. 7 is
and another round coming.
Right, but there are some weights that you free. There are some burdens that
baggage gone.
Like
uplift. I felt a heavy load going.
Yeah.
It was hard.
And But then here's another thing that I found out through this pandemic. There were things that not only were exposed to you about you, but there were things exposed to things about your family that you needed to work on. You understand what I'm saying?
Working.
Like, and still working. But at the end
Still
of the day,
dealing.
if we weren't in this, but listen, if we weren't in this pandemic, you wouldn't have been able to see what needed to be. And here's that ministry coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we have to understand that it's not a coincidence. It's not
intentional.
Everything. That's my word. I was getting right to that. In this season of isolation, I've been intentional in everything that I do.
Who you telling?
It has to be intentional. Okay, what is the purpose of this?
God wants us to be healed fully and completely and to be whole. I'm learning that this season.
He wants to get everything out of you. I mean, if you look at the woman that washed Jesus' feet when he was washing his feet with the oil, and the box broke, the alabaster box broke all over, right? But how can he really get to what's in the bottom of that if he don't break you? There are still some drops. Listen, there's still some drops. If you take a bottle of soda and you drink it all, and then you close it up, you still got a little drop in there. The only way you can get it out is if you got to get all the way down in there and get it all out. But he has to break us. Like you digging
in those cracks.
He has to break us. He has to break us.
He broke my box.
Yeah, he has to break us. So I thank God for this pandemic because it centered me in the midst of a crisis. God has centered me.
In the midst of a crisis, God has said it's time for you to address these. Yeah.
Address it.
And also help bless others in the middle of the pandemic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
still got that job.
Yeah, it's
got that
amazing.
paycheck coming in.
Listen, I thank God. It sounds crazy, but I thank God for this pandemic because the pandemic has not affected me to the point where I can't move forward.
Yeah,
it's been a blessing to me because think about it. Like there were things that we couldn't get before this pandemic. Right. Now we're in this pandemic. Now let's go back to our culture now. Mm-hmm. There are some doors that's opening for us because of this pandemic.
Yeah.
Think about it. Now they gotta give us some stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like let's just think about it. I'll just tell you the quick testimony of how I ran into my barbershop. It was 3 vacant buildings at my barbershop. I'm sure he probably couldn't rent them out because of this pandemic. Mm-hmm. So for me to just see that building on my way home one day and the next day I meet with the guy and he give me the key to the shop. It's not that he was hurting for somebody, but God was waiting for me to just go ahead and acknowledge it so he can say, hey, okay, okay.
Ain't that beautiful?
You know what I'm saying? So through this pandemic, pandemic been good to me.
It's been a blessing.
The pandemic has helped me. Yeah, It's released some stuff. So don't embrace the pandemic. I'm just gonna be honest with you because there's some stuff that God is trying to reveal to you. There's some businesses that he's trying to birth in you through this pandemic. And you have the time now to write the vision and make it plain. Habakkuk 2:2 tells you to write the vision and make it plain. You have the ability to do that now.
Write it down.
Write it down.
Write it down. Have that one-on-one time. Mm-hmm. Don't rush. And then tap in. Look, I've been tapping in with more of my spoken words and everything. Mm-hmm. And everything. Yeah, amazing. It opens up doors.
It's amazing, man. We serve an awesome God.
Yes, we do.
In the midst of this pandemic, we still serve an awesome God. You know what I mean? And the only way you make it through a storm is to keep driving.
Yep.
Because if you stop, you're going to get stuck.
We don't quit.
Yeah, we don't quit.
I tell my kids, quit is like a cuss word in this house. We don't quit.
Yeah, ain't no quitters. Ain't no quitters in God.
Quit.
You don't quit. You just change direction.
You change focus.
You just got to change direction.
Look, like MapQuest, if you make a wrong turn,
it
reroutes.
It reroutes. And then, but then, here it is. You got me going into my ministry, bro. Because sometimes you have to change course because
the course you was on was not the right one,
or there was an accident headed on that course. You ever got in your car and drove home one day
and he said
you normally go this way, but you didn't go this way, but you found out the way that you normally go there was an accident or there was a shooting or something, and all you can say is, God, I thank you for allowing me to go a different direction.
Or he makes you late.
So, you gotta, there's a blessing in your waiting. There's a blessing in storms, and then there's a blessing in going different directions. Romo trying to get me, y'all. Look at Romo.
You see Romo? He swears everybody comes for him.
Shout out to Romo. Dallas
Say hi,
Cowboy
Romo.
Romo.
Yeah, I know.
We ain't gonna talk about my team. We ain't talking about my team. We ain't talking about my team. We ain't talking about my team.
Football.
I'm sorry. I'm
Bumbo
quiet.
liar.
No time out. I don't want to. I'm good. I got too many Bills fans over here. I'm good.
Well, do you have anything else you would like to say to your viewers?
Nah, I'm excited. Like I said, y'all stay tuned for me and my bro, Shotty Swag, with this Care for the Culture project. We are not playing. We coming for the culture.
Yes.
Straight up. We
Yes.
coming for the culture.
And let me know about the video shoots. I'll be there.
Got you. I appreciate you letting me come on here and do the exclusive. And just let me be me. You know what I mean?
Of course.
I love it. I love it. You could be swagged out and say, it's okay, y'all. It's okay.
People ask me, can I smoke on here? I was like, be you.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
Not you. I'm talking about Hip Hop Fridays.
Oh, Hip Hop Fridays.
Ooh, Jesus, let me tell you, they
Lord
don't
have
even
mercy.
understand. But I tell people, this show is not to hinder you. This show is to help you be you. I was like, that's the only way you can be, is be you, authentic you. There's only one you, one AJ, one Sunshine. Nobody could be me. You could try to impersonate me, but you can't be me. So the simple fact is, it's all love. Come and be you.
Yeah, and I mean, if you know me, you know I'm like grassroots when it comes to my ministry.
We love it.
I do it how God give it to me.
Yeah, and we keep it moving.
And we authentic with it.
Yeah.
So thank y'all for letting me come on. Ron,
Well,
appreciate
thank you for coming.
Ron Lowe for on the spot throwing the music on right quick.
Yes, thank you, Ron.
Yeah, we appreciate
Thank
that.
you, Ron.
And I'm definitely gonna be back.
Yes, he will be. And he'll be on a Hip Hop Friday next time when the album's about to release.
Yeah,
well, this is your Sunshine saying thank you for tuning in, like and share, and thank you, AJ, brother, for coming through. Mwah, 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 mwah. Sunshine out. Have a blessed night.